Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back. War 2 against Gods of War. We have Bastion, Hood, Onslaught, Serpent, and Symbiote band. I brought in, well, we know who I brought in. Got my Mojo, I got my Wags, and this is awesome. I get to bring Kingpin in for one fight, and I never get to use him. I do have a Photon on my path. And I brought him in just for her. But first, we had this Shocker on Rage. And I've never tried this fight before either, so I'm going to start mojoing every Rage fight. But Shocker, we all know he's just a dick in general. So I was going to use the Wags here, but I was scared I was going to have too much attack and be glancing the whole time. So I decided not to. But deciding not to, I forgot to use it on multiple other fights that I had planned on using it. So you'll see coming down the road. But anyways, the whole goal is to really not give him any power and just work up to my charges. And once I'm there, then I was going to cycle SP3s, which I do use SP3s. But without the Wags, I could go the SP2 route. Yeah, I don't know. Either way, once I get my Fury, I start hitting the cap regardless. So, of course, I get end buff. So, I got a Dex once, and I just got to hit him. So, there we go. Got that. Now we are ramped. Of course, he's going to fire that, and I need him to throw this to go... I guess I didn't. Yeah, I just fired that right into his block. For some reason, I thought I went to a special 3 before I threw my first special 2, but... So yeah, this it's a shit show. I throw that, and I know that's going to get auto-blocked, and then he just double mediums me, which works out great. So I have knocked down a champ, and watch right here. What the fuck was that? I know I held my heavy, and it did nothing, and then I was like, what's going on? And he just walked in and just took a combo. It was so stupid, but whatever. I have plenty of health to play with. It's just potions. So this right here. If he would have popped up and been at 2 bars and threw that into my block, he'd go red. And the fight it'd probably be over at that point. But he didn't. So it's like you don't want him to throw SP1s, but you also don't want him to throw SP2 into your block on this node. So it's kind of lose-lose. But he's down. I wasn't, to tell you the truth, I actually was a little worried about that fight. Because if he has like 3 Furies and breaks my block, that's a lot of damage. That's why I use an Inbull. I use a boost on like every one of my fights because I have to. I have tons in the overflow. So I just figured might as well use them. So, and now watch this fight. So now I can boost up and actually get going because I have 7 fights with Mojo. Only the 1 with Kingpin. So it's basically just a straight Mojo show, which is awesome. I just can use 1 set of boosts. And so I don't throw Mystics on here because I know I'm going to want skill on in my next fight. And I don't need Mystic Boost for this fight. You're going to see he's going to have 26 degens on himself at one point. So right there, I always go in ham on this fight if he's there. Because I don't want him to be hitting my block, pushing me back at the start. And, plus he will go unblockable. So that's what we don't want. Alright, look at his degens over there. 26, and they just tick him down, and I don't even know if I needed to do anything. I don't think I even need to throw this because then I go hit him, and it actually gives him his indestructible that goes away in 2 seconds. But look at him. I haven't done anything in this fight yet. This is the first time I've really hit him right there. Fight's over. So that's so stupid. Oh shit. So yeah, that was pretty hard. And then. No, yeah, so I was gonna use the Wags for that Shocker, and then I have a Chavez on the Prowess immunity node. So basically, they'll go debuff immune once you knock him down. And I was gonna use that there, but I don't. I completely forget. I'm just so zoned out about these fights and thinking about my boosts and what I have going on and buying energy and. I don't know, but I'm kind of glad I saved him because I need him for my other 3 fights, so it worked out good. Now this fight, I changed up mid-fight. So I was planning on, just playing around Photon's abilities. And right here, I wanted to start with a medium, light, medium, and then do a heavy. That was my plan, and I don't. I do the complete opposite. So now I'm going to do medium, light, medium, which I should have stopped on my light because now I intercept her and I give her the intensify. There's my heavy. So yeah, it was kind of dumb. But my plan, once I see how hard my SP2 hits, I just change it up. I'm like, all right, I can rinse her, or we dump her power. Now we're gonna go in and we're gonna get the heavy to knock her down. And they're just gonna come in. I'm gonna do a fancy intercept. And then I'm like, wow, that did a lot. And my relic's almost there. I know she's going to go to special 3 anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So I use my unstoppable. We're going to follow that in with the striker, and we're going to follow that in with another SP2. And she is just nuked. Dude, I got 2 fat guys on my team right now, and they're both amazing. We were going to send Patriot there, rank 4 Patriot. That, I mean, he would have rinsed it too, but that was just cool. That was fun. And now we're gonna take this Okio that is very bad placement. I don't know why she could ever be here. I guess she can catch you with her specials, and she almost does actually catch me with one of her specials, but I don't know. Bad placement in my opinion. I don't know if they want the power reserves and maybe throw a bunch of specials or something like that. I'm not too sure. But it doesn't really matter who's here because Mojo's going to rinse anybody here. So there's that. I was seeing Carolina here a lot, and that is good placement because there's just a lot to watch out for. So, but we had throw a special. She took care of that for me. I did a little perfect little setup there so I could throw my heavy and knock down the whatever it's called, the protection. Now I need to punish the special. So this SP2 was absolutely pointless for me to fire off. But I'm going to get her to throw hers, and I'm going to punish that, and we're going to get her prompts. And eventually I will start doing some damage here at some point. It's been pretty slow so far. So right there I kept on blocking, and I'm actually surprised I didn't get hit. But I didn't. I was kind of doing like backdraft parries, and I was almost parrying every one of them. It said block, but that wasn't what I felt I was doing in my head. I don't know, it's weird. But yeah, I don't know, we just need to knock her down one more time. Well, I don't even think we're gonna do. We're just gonna fire SP2. No, maybe I do knock her down. I guess so. Now I get used special attacks, so she's cooked anyway. So yeah, she did take a little bit of my health off, which that little bit is friggin' like 3 potions. I used 10 potions this war and didn't come close to dying. Like I think I lost a quarter of my health at max on that first fight, and I still used 10 potions this war. So this season's gonna be a lot of fucking potions. It's stupid. Love using rank 5s, but the potions we need to be able to get level 6 potions at this point. It's just dumb. Like I said, fully super boosted. We'll see right here. I'm pretty sure I go to full health. God, I can't talk. Yeah, what about 230,000 health? So that's dumb. Is what that is. That's a lot of health. So yeah, so we're going to this fight. Okay, I'm up boosting. I'm good to go. Yeah, up, no wags. Good. And this is where I wanted it. Definitely didn't need it in hindsight. But this is where I wanted it. So we get used special attack. So I'm going to push her to use her special one because we know she loves to fire that off. And there we go. We are fully ramped, and this fight is pretty much over. From here on out, it's just going to be doing massive special 2s or special 3s. It all depends on, she was pretty nice about not throwing heavies. Chavez is so stupid. Right there, I'm surprised she didn't throw a heavy right here. Anytime she's throwing a combo, she's got a good chance of just stopping and throwing a heavy because she's dumb. But she didn't. So this is probably took her down a lot right here. So right here I got knocked down a champ. So watch this. Big brain strat. See that? I knocked myself down to get the prompt. That's exactly what I was trying to do. It's awesome. When you're that good, you can think of stuff like that on the fly. It's just crazy. I fucking love it. Alright, so here we go. Big old rank 5 SIG 200 Zemo that I had no clue was a rank 5 till even scouting. I didn't see that he was a rank 5 until right when I went into the war to relook at my fights real quick to see if I had any ascended champs or anything like that, and then I saw he had 178,000 health. I'm like, whoa, big boy. So I just took a rank 4 here in off season with like a quarter health on Mojo, and I wrecked that fight. So I was assuming a rank 5 wouldn't be too much different. a lot more health, but yeah, he's got almost 3/4 million health, and he's gonna hit really hard into the block. So I was a little scared. I'm not gonna lie. And you like that? How I just go ham right at the start because I want to push him back, and I get hold of the block, and I'm able to do that before he actually gets me. And then I got my SP2 right in time. It was perfect. So he fires this off like a good old boy. Then I get to throw another one. Look how fast he's going down. He's half dead in 20 seconds, not even. Thank God he was very, very friendly. I do get stun a champ right here, and it's just not possible with Zemo. You just can't do it. I try and I can't do it. So I pretty much figure I'm gonna go yellow. Watch, I try to do it. Yeah, it doesn't work. Let's see. Yeah, it doesn't work. So I'm like, whatever. I'm done. I'm just gonna go in. He's almost dead. I have a striker combo, specials 2 in the bag. Yeah, didn't need it. So that was pretty good. I was at 46 seconds. Take a rank 5 Zemo. Mojo's bad. Bad. So let's use some more units. I use 120 units just to get her out of my path in one go. Pretty cool. I do it every war. I don't want to stop. I just want to get my fights done while I'm boosted. So it is what it is. And now we're going to go down to a hazard shift fight. I mean, Mojo shouldn't be able to take these fights, right? Can we? You don't really have to touch them. Either way, I'm going to get poisons and bleeds on myself, or whatever. I don't even know. Frostbites and bleeds. I think that's what cold snap and bleeds, what snow it is. But if you really don't have to do much to him to kill him, then it's not much of a threat. I can gain power. I can degen him without even touching him. And you're going to see in my next fight that come into play, it's the health just goes, and I'm so busy watching my prompts and what I have to do. I know I changed this because I don't want to have to use special yet. So we changed that, and now I know that, okay, I can get that. But yeah, so when you don't have to hit him very much because they just go down, he's lucky his protection saves him, and it saves him a lot in this fight. I probably should have waited that protection out and then threw my special, but I didn't. So we're going to dance around, get another prompt. I'm going to knock him down. And we're pretty much going to be styling from here out. He's degenning. I'm just going to pop this right into his protection again, which is so stupid. His protection saved him this whole fight. And then somehow he caught me with that, but really did nothing. It kind of tickled, so that's okay. Fire this off. His protection saves him yet again. He should have been dead 30 seconds ago. It's so stupid. But his protection's gone. I got to get into a corner, so I decide I'm going to back up here, get my prompt, and then just heavy him or something, get him out of my way. Or I don't, or I just go ham and kill him like that. I just took this war and I already forgot what I did. So, and I definitely didn't need to heal up for that fight or this fight coming up. I could have gone into these fights with 80% health and been totally fine. Unless I really, really am playing bad and get hit like 20 times, I don't think I'm going to die. But that being said, Carolina could very well just throw one SP2 in her son and could kill me. She could kill me very fast. Yeah, this fight was cool because I was just watching her die while I was faltered, and she just goes down so fast without me really feeling like I have to do anything. To be totally honest, it's like they just kill themselves fighting me, and it's great. So once I get my first prompt, and I did like how the sun came behind me that time. That was nice. I didn't have to back up. Now I'm going to push her in her corner because that's my prompt, and I can. So it worked out pretty good. And now we already have a special 3, and I see that. I don't know why I wasted that. That was kind of stupid for me to. I knew I was faltered, and I was trying to wait that out, but I don't know why I was when I had my special 3 in the book anyway, and I had my fury. So, and she's just gonna pretty much see her. It doesn't hurt me at all, really, hit my block anymore, and she's just dead. That last 30%. I didn't touch her once, and she just ticked out. So yeah, that is my war. Another 8-fight war. So we're 16-0 so far. It's been fun though. It's been fun. So I will see you on the next one. Maybe we'll take a 10-fighter next time. We'll see how it lines up for me if I'm able to or not. But I would love to take this fight in the boss coming up here. Just sweep the whole side. All right, boys. See you on the next one.